Wyoming Treasure Reveal for early Friday afternoon. Went down to my bank and got a bag of nickels, $200 worth. That equates to 4,000 nickels. They've got another one down there, but the reason I didn't grab both of them is because I want to make sure this is not somebody's search dump. I don't believe it is because I've not really had that problem from there, but I just want to be double sure. And so once I confirm that this bag is producing some good keepers, then I'm going to go down there and get that other bag today. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. This is a fresh new bag. I prefer it this way over rolled coins. Some banks roll their coins, and so sometimes I have to do rolled coin hunts, which is just the way it is sometimes. But I'm going to cut this bag back. You watch me do nickel videos, you know the order and how I do this stuff. So I'll cut this back. How many of you out there like to do bags as opposed to rows? I mean, rows are good too. I've got a whole bag of dimes that's in rows that I'm going to be doing later. And that's really quick with dimes because as long as you're sure that you can get some silver from those, you can open those rows up and you look at all 50 without even pinching them out of the bag. So I might go that way because this is a new place I'm getting these coins from. So they can do them rows or in bags. So I'm going to see what happens. But I'm going to get my spectaculars on and grab me a little handful of kerns, nickels. I'm trying to fill tube number 21 of the Nickels 2024D. Let me see if I got this right. This is tube 21. I had it upside down. And you can see that, I believe. It's tube 21. So once I get this filled, I will have officially found 840 2024D nickels. Somebody said, well, what do you do with them? I sell them. I sell them on eBay. Just quite honestly, that's what I do with them. But let me get in this. I like to lay the kerns out on a little styrofoam plate. I've got a light right here. I flip them over and I look at them and I see a lot of 2023s, which is not uncommon. So there's about 30 down out of 4,000. There's about another 25 to 30. Let's see if I can find something. I'm going to do 2 handfuls and then I'm going to go into the bag and I'm going to look and see if I can find something that's obviously a 30s, 40s, or 50s or a V nickel or a buffalo nickel. Here's one that looks older, but it's not. So my next little round of search here is going to be just to scan the coins from outside the bag here. Again, a lot of 2023s. I can't believe how many of them exist. They're almost the modern day version of the 1964 nickel. That's kind of what that feels like. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and scan the tops here. See if I can find something that's older. 1961. 1991. It looked old. Just because they look old don't mean they are. I mean, 60s is pretty old. But I just don't keep the 60s. Once I start finding some finds, then I'll be more comfortable with this as not somebody's dump. 64, we just talked about those. Let's see. Okay. This is never too good a sign. I mean, it doesn't mean there's not a lot in here. Look here, here's something. It's a 77. So that's not very old. Okay, if I quit rattling the nickels around for a minute, maybe I can spot something, right? 79. Oh, this might be over. A 93. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my goodness gracious, mercy sakes alive. Good gravy. This is why I do them one at a time. A 1965. Wow. Okay. Well, this one kind of looks older. Okay, I've officially found a 1959. I'll show that to you when we come back. We'll get a little closer view later, but I have found an older nickel in here of the variety that I keep. Okay, so I'm thinking this is going to be a decent little bag. We'll see. All right, now I'm going to get in here and do some searches, and I will bring you back when I make my first total of 5 finds and show you what we found. Okie dokie. I am back with my first 5 finds. 1940, 1956. I didn't look at the back of this one. Let's see what this one is. Philadelphia. 1959. It's not a Philadelphia. It's a Denver. I've looked at it. This is a 1959 Denver and a 2024 D. Now, I'm trying to fill tube 21. As you can see, I have quite a few in there. I've got 30 in there, so I need 10 more total. Well, here's one of them, so I need 9 more. And I've got a lot of bag to go, as you can see. And I'm going to see what else I can find. I'll be right back with some more finds. Okay, I have finds 6 through 10 on this 4,000 bag nickel hunt. I got a 1939. It is not a Denver or San Francisco. It's a Philadelphia. Still cool, fine, still old. 1946. 1946. 1947. 1949. So this will make 5 of my 40s. There's my first 30s. I've got 3 50s and 1 2024. 10 finds so far on the hunt. I like to find 1 per 100 on average. So I need to find 40 finds total, so I got to find 30 more. My last 2 bag of nickel hunts have been successful, as I found a better than 1 out of 100 average. So let's see what else I can find. All right, I'm going to take you back. I'm going to get back to the hunt, and I'll bring you back in on my next 5 finds. Okay, I've got finds of number 11 through 15. I have found my second 1939 nickel. And no, it is not a D or an S. So that's going to give me a second one of those. I have found a 1940, a 1941, 1954 Denver, and a 1956 Philadelphia. So that's my next 5 finds. So I'm going to add these to the pile. Add the 40s up here on the 40 stack. 50s on the 50 stack. And let's get back to the hunt, see what else I can find. I'm sorry, there they are right there. I'm going to see what else I can find. I'll be right back with some more finds. Okay, here is finds 16 through 20 in my 4,000 bag nickel hunt. 1946, it's a P. I looked at it. 1946, it's a D. 1946, it's an S. So a PDS, excuse me, and another Philadelphia 1946. Ain't that something? 4 out of these 5 is 1946. And then my second 2024 D. Okay, now I'm going to get back to the hunt, see what else I can find. I found 20 so far, keepers, and this is what I have left. I'm definitely sure I'm way over half done. So I don't know if I'm going to get the 1 find per 100 or not. I've got to get 20 more if I'm going to accomplish that. Let's see what happens. Okay, I have found finds number 21 through 25. As you can see there, a 1940, 1942. It is not a war nickel, so, you know, sometimes they are from 1942, sometimes they aren't. But it is a D, 1942 D. Let me get that to where you can see that. Pull that on in a little bit. Yeah, 1942 D. And I did find a war nickel in 1943. Mint Marcus, Philadelphia. 1958, Mint Marcus, Denver. I looked at it. And a dateless Buffalo nickel, which, I mean, it's a find, but it's not a good find. But anyway, that's 25 finds so far. So I'm going to get back to the hunt. This is what I got left. I don't think I'm going to hit the 40 mark, but who knows? You never know. So all I can do is keep digging them out of there and see what happens. All right, I'll be right back with some more finds. Okay, I've got finds 26 through 30 on the finds. 1941, 1942. The second one of these, first one was a D, but it wasn't above the Monticello. This one's just Philadelphia. Not a war nickel. 1956, 2024 D, 2024 D. So that makes 4 of these. And I've got approaching about 6 or 7 on the 1950s. And I've got 16 1940s. That's the biggest stack. 2 1930s. Dateless Buffalo nickel. And I'll be back with some more finds here in just a little bit. So here are finds 31 through 35. And I've got this much bag left. So will I hit 40 after all? Thought that might be a war nickel. But let's see what we got here. Another 1940. Another 1946. 1948. So let's add these 3 to the 40s pile. I may end up with 20 1940s. Look at that. 1953. It is a Philadelphia. And a 1958. Let's zoom this in. I think it's San Francisco. Nope, Denver. So that's finds 30 through 35. Let's see if I can get that 40 mark and get my 1 out of every 100 searched as keepers. Oh, okay, it's looking like I fell too short of the 40 out of 4,000 for the 1 out of every 100 ratio that I like to at least find when I do nickels. But here's what I found on the finish. 1941, 1941, and my 5th 2024 D, which will give me 5 of those for the hunt. So that's 38 total. I'm going to drop these in here, and I need 5 more. I drop those in there. I need 5 more 2024 Ds to fill that nickel tube. And this makes 2 stacks of 10 on the 40s, and then another one, so 21 on the 40s, 9 on the 50s, 5 on the 2024 Ds. You got a Buffalo nickel, and I got 2 1939s. So that was really neat to find 2 1939s. That was cool. Sorry about that. Get the video back in the correct focus here. But okay, that concludes this hunt. I want to thank you for viewing. Please hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it when you do that. I really do. I don't take your likes and subscribes for granted. I just appreciate it. But I'm going to go out for now, and I'll see you at the next video.